Hello students, today we are going to start our next topic, that is blood transfusion. Before blood transfusion we had seen hemorrhage, in which we have seen that in case of hemorrhage the aim of treatment is to stop the blood loss and to replace the lost blood. So for replacement of lost blood we will go for blood transfusion. Now what is this blood transfusion? This blood transfusion is the process of transferring blood or blood products into one's circulation intravenously. And so blood transfusions are used to replace the lost components of blood. Now coming on to indications of blood transfusion. The first indication, actually I have written all these indications, you can note it down. So the first indication is blood transfusion is acute blood loss. Now this acute blood loss can be because of trauma, which can be internal or external. For example, if there is any roadside accident, so that external trauma can lead to acute blood loss, or in cases of pathological conditions like GIT bleeding, so there will be internal bleeding. So in those cases you require blood transfusion. Second indication is preoperative indications. Preoperative indications means when a person is having some problem and for that he requires surgery. So before surgery, if transfusion of blood is required, so that will be a preoperative indication of blood transfusion. In preoperative indications, usually when surgery is indicated urgently but there is no time for effective iron और अदर रिप्लेसमेंट थेरेपीज, जैसे सर्जरी प्लान की हुई है और अर्जेंट सर्जरी है और अभी लग रहा है आपको कि पेशेंट एनीमिक है और आप उसको आयरन टैबलेट्स दे रहे हो पर उतना टाइम नहीं है, सो इन दोज केसेस यू रिक्वायर ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन. Second preoperative indication is when anemia is not responding to therapies like aplastic anemia, in which even if you are starting iron therapy, patient is not responding to that therapy, and so in those cases you require blood transfusion. And blood transfusion can also be done as a prophylactic prior to surgery, जहाँ आपको पता है कि आफ्टर सर्जरी पेशेंट बहुत एनीमिक होने वाला है, तो आप उसमें क्या करते हो कि सर्जरी के पहले ही ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन दे देते हो. सो दीज आर द थ्री प्री ऑपरेटिव इंडिकेशंस ऑफ ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन. देन थर्ड इज इंट्रा ऑपरेटिव इंडिकेशंस. Usually in cases of major surgeries or major surgical procedures like abdominoperineal surgeries or cardiovascular surgeries, जहाँ हमको पता है कि बहुत सारा अमाउंट ऑफ ब्लड लॉस होने वाला है, तो उन केसेस में आप इंट्रा ऑपरेटिवली ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन देते हो. देन पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव इंडिकेशंस. दोज पेशेंट्स हु हैव बिकम सीवियरली एनीमिक आफ्टर सर्जरी. सर्जरी होने के बाद पेशेंट बहुत ही एनीमिक हो गया है, सो आफ्टर सर्जरी यू गिव पेशेंट ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन. सो दैट इज पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव इंडिकेशन ऑफ blood transfusion. Then fifth is severe infections. Severe infections like septicemia, peritonitis, in these conditions you require blood transfusion. This blood transfusion is done, number one is to overcome the bacteremic shock from which the patient is suffering, to control the anemia and to raise the patient's resistance. So these are the three things for which you require blood transfusion in cases of severe infections, whether it is bacteremia or septicemia. Then the next is in burns less than 20% of burns, red cell loss can be ignored. जैसे अपन करते हैं ना, by rule of 9 you go for calculating the percentage of burn. So if the burn is less than 20%, red cell loss can be ignored. But burns greater than 20%, full thickness burns, and greater than 40%, they require blood transfusion. And usually in cases of burns in first 24 hours, they give plasma and then they go on for whole blood. The next indication is anemia. Patients who are suffering from anemia and whose hemoglobin is below 9 gram. So in those cases, to treat the anemia, blood transfusion is given, and usually in cases of chronic anemia, packed cells are given. Next is hypoproteinemia and malnutrition. In these conditions also you require blood transfusion. The next indication is blood diseases like Hodgkin's lymphoma and leukemia. Many times patient requires blood transfusion. The next indication is malignant diseases. Whenever a patient is suffering from any malignant disease, as you know, the treatment of malignancy, number 1 is surgery, number 2 is chemotherapy, and number 3 is radiotherapy. So these are the 3 line of treatment in case of malignancy. So usually when the patient is on chemotherapy, so these chemotherapy drugs, these are cytotoxic drugs. Cytotoxic means, cyto means cells and toxic means those who are killing the cells or those who are harmful for the cells. So those patients who are on chemotherapy with cytotoxic drugs, to improve the general condition of the patient, it requires blood transfusion. The next indication is in cases of carbon monoxide poisoning. In treating patients of carbon monoxide poisoning, usually replacement transfusion is indicated to remove the inert carboxyhemoglobin and to supply fresh oxyhemoglobin. So that is also one of the indications of blood transfusion. Next indication is to increase the coagulability of patient's blood, usually in patients who are suffering from obstructive jaundice and those who require surgery. The last indication is erythroblastosis fetalis. In treating cases of erythroblastosis fetalis, usually exchange transfusion is done, and that is done via umbilical vein of the infant. So these are the different indications of blood transfusion. We'll just have a quick revision of these. Acute blood loss, pre-operative indications, intraoperative indications, post-operative indications, severe infections like septicemia, bacteremia, then in cases of burns to treat anemia, hypoproteinemia and malnutrition, then different blood diseases, malignant diseases, in cases of carbon monoxide poisoning to increase the coagulability of patient's blood, and in treating erythroblastosis fetalis. So these are the different indications of blood transfusion. Okay students, so we'll finish it off here. Thank you.